So, I am here to talk about those days when you are feeling like you don't know what to do. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe you're not sure how to start. And I've been having that problem lately, and it's really demotivating. So, this morning, my son poured himself a glass of sparkling water, and I thought the bubbles looked cool and it sounded cool, and I recorded it. I do visuals for my work sometimes, so I thought, oh, well, I could just use this in my visuals. However, the sound was kind of cool. This is what it sounds and looks like. So I decided I was going to try and just use that sound for pretty much all of the instruments in my idea that I was going to do. So I brought it into Ableton and decided that I was going to use just that as much as possible to make all of the parts to this musical idea. Just see what happens. So I've got it here, and I did crop out some of the noise because my kid was making noise while I was recording. So it's got some really high frequencies in it. And so what I did is I decided to put a resonator on it. This can be really fun to play with. You can get some cool results. Kind of bring some cool metallic tone into it. Now, what's also great about these is you can stick to the scale if you want to do that. I didn't want to because whatever this sounds like now in C major is not what I was hoping for. So I just left it, the default. No idea what scale this is in. No clue. So let's just play with this and see what we can do. I think I'm going to actually use Spaced Out for this because I don't know what it is about Spaced Out, but I use it a lot. However, I use it at the default. I rarely pick presets or change the parameters. I don't know why. I just like the way that it sounds, I guess, at startup. So let's see. So that's kind of cool. It's got a nice drony metallic sound. I'm going to copy this so I have another one. Because I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and use this for everything. So what I'm going to do now for this is I'm going to slice to a new MIDI track. I'm just going to keep these the default. And it's going to give me these in slices. Right? So I'm going to, I think, pick looped slices. Now I'm going to use the random tool again for this because I want a quick pattern to make it sound percussive. So let's see. Where is that thing? My utilities. And I'm going to put an ARP after it. And let's see. I'm actually going to delete this and draw my own notes. So I'm just going to draw a wacky pattern. Yeah, that's better. Let's put a multi-effect. Let's put rift. Let's see. Oh, I like that. And then I'm going to add, I'm not going to make a kick out of this. I'm going to use a kick. It's easier. Let's see. Okay. Oop. Type one shot kick. Let's try. I'm going to take this and we'll do, I'll put a drum rack in and I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to add a clip. And I'll just draw some in of here, but I'm gonna use the generative tools, which can help with making patterns on the fly. So let's see. I'm gonna need to select them all and let's do 6. Let's see how that sounds. Loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. So again, we're using the sparkling water, which is pretty fun. So what else could we do with this? Well, we could use a filter on it. So we could do another resonator. I'm going to duplicate this one that we're already using and pick a different resonator. Let's try this one and see how it sounds. I'm going to solo it. That is spaced out on it. Let's turn it off. Kind of like how it does that. Let's try Valhalla. Let's put a filter on it, let's try Filterverse. I'm gonna put it before spaced out. If you don't know about Filterverse, this is a fun tool. Again, it just makes things faster. You could totally do this in Ableton if you wanted to with their filters. However, this does it's got 3 of them on here. And you have all these options here. It just makes things go faster. So I'm all for that. Oh, that's trippy. Let's see what else we could do. What if we put it in granulator? Sure. Let's see what happens if we do that. And what if we just transposed it down? I'm going to change it to cloud. This could be kind of like a bass sound, maybe even. Let's change. You get some really weird sounds. Let's put... Sometimes I really just like working with the simple EQ. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just cool because it's sparkling water. So it's kind of like a fun experiment. What can we make? I don't know. Um, I'm gonna try. Let's see. Let's try PaulxStretch. What does it sound like when we put it in PaulxStretch? Again, PaulxStretch is free. Really fun tool to play with. Let's put this to like around 4. Now I could see this being like a... You could make this a transition effect, maybe. Well, let's put soul on it. What happens when we do that? Let's see. I don't need it to be full wet. This almost sounds like outside and there's a breeze or something. That's kind of cool. I wonder if we could... Yeah. Let's put an LFO on this. Can I do that? I can. Cool. And I'm going to turn the rate down. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Turn it up. So everything is the sparkling water except for the kick. So that's a great starting point. You got 5 tracks, and then you can add on to that. So you can listen and you know what shows up. I'm almost hearing like some sort of sequence coming in. You could do. Simplicity, people, that's what I'm trying to share with you. Keep it simple. We don't need to get too technical or too complicated to start creating something and, you know, evolving it and growing it. So, yeah, go record something random. It could be your dishwasher or your washing machine or something. Birds, whatever it is, and come in to your DAW and just start playing with some things and see what happens. So that was my idea for today. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.